There is a price that all of this gets cleared.
Sure.
I'm trying to work out whether we're close to it. Are we close to it?
I think the market's had some time to price in what is the real big news, which is, $1 trillion plus incremental deficit that is going to weigh on the term premium and the cost of capital throughout the curve for the United States there. So I would guess that, we've been waiting for this other foot to fall. There is sort of been a bit of a bond buyer strike going on. I think we're sort of in the 8th inning of that game, and I think we're going to start seeing that come in pretty soon.
Chris, talk to me about that dance between equity and fixed income at the moment, with treasury yields grinding higher. Is there anything to worry about for an equity investor as we approach 3% on a 10-year and get to like 10-year highs, levels we haven't seen in a decade at the front end of the curve?
Right. Well, John, I think adjustments are hard, and I think that the equity market is starting finally to feel that things are moving from underneath their feet. Having said that, where we're going doesn't seem all that terrible. It's a relatively benign environment where the economy is strong and getting stronger. There's lots of stimulus. So I'd say after in a period of angst-filled adjustment, we're going to be okay.
Ian, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you have to look at it as far as the reason people were buying stocks for the last 7 or 8 years has been there is no alternative. So as Treasury yields go up, even by a basis point or two, every basis point incrementally makes that argument less plausible. So I actually think that it is a big deal and will continue to be a big deal. And I don't think people have priced in the deficit altogether. And to me, that's the biggest risk, is that the yields are going up because people are losing faith in the U.S. government, not because of inflation or economic growth.
Do you actually think that's happening, Michael Purves? It's a real big statement to make that people are losing faith in the U.S. government. Do you really see the potential that this government's going to have problems financing itself at all?
This discussion's come up for years. I think what our fellow guest is making a very good point, which is that, this if you look at the sort of combination of fiscal deficits and budget deficits and current account deficits, we're the one country that's going in one particular direction that's not positive. Yeah. And you're seeing that reflected, in sort of this persistent dollar weakness, current rally, relief rally aside there. So I think that does raise a question. It's hard to actually metric it. If you look at, you can look at the CDS levels on the U.S., United States, and they're actually very low right now, but they're also kind of, they're extremely illiquid, and I'm not sure, it's hard to really sort of gauge it.